Ladies and gentlemen, the week is finally here. It is fucking draft week.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna do this. I'm not even gonna do this like I normally do it. I'm not gonna have like it's fucking draft week, boys. We're ready to go. We're gonna talk about it and a couple other things too, but mainly the draft. So housekeeping, get this little small shit out of the way. Kansas City traded with Baltimore Ravens for Orlando Brown. I don't know. Like,
I mean, so they got rid of 2 Pro Bowl offensive linemen
because they don't need them.
Well, I was like, oh shit, you know, you need your line, and then they went and signed
Kansas City,
yeah, and then they went and signed the Patriots Joe Thuney,
yep, like that, Thuney,
and then they just Orlando. I mean, they made
Orlando Brown. Yeah,
they completely revamped this offensive line, and
the line
insane.
Yeah. The line now for the Kansas City Chiefs is going to be Orlando Brown, Joe Thuney, Kyle Long, and then Awesome Blythe with Laurent Tuvrier, whatever the hell his name is. I never say it.
You're really bad at pronouncing names.
Dude, names are the worst. Names don't come at me with like extra vowels that I don't need in my name.
Right.
Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
So when they first got rid of like Eric Fisher, I was pretty sure that they were just blowing this whole thing up, and they were just like, fuck it, Pat can run. He doesn't need a line to protect for him. But yeah, they've really come back and they've got a really solid line for him.
There we go.
Okay, so we can get the whole not for Derek stuff out of the way real fast. Okay, Nick, I have a question for you.
All right, I'm ready.
Madison Bumgarner throws a 7-inning no-hitter. Should it be considered a no-hitter?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It should, and here's why. For the simple fact that it's a 9-inning game in baseball. Well, ever since last year with the whole COVID thing, when baseball started going again, it was double headers, or in a game that was canceled that moved to a double header. The double header second game or first game, I don't know which one it is, but would be 7 innings as opposed to 9 innings.
Yeah.
So MLB adjusted their rules to make it 7 innings. So why should absolutely 1,000% count as
that's what I'm saying.
No hitter.
If this was 7-inning no hitter, and they pulled him from a 9-inning game, that's different.
Yeah, it's still a team no hitter. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, he went full 7 innings, gave up no hits. Absolutely, 1,000% no hitter.
Yeah, the league is the one that is restricting this on him, because if he could have kept going the way he was pitching,
he was dominant. Yeah.
There was no question about it. It would have been a no-no. So I think that's bullshit, because there's a bunch of people out there saying that this shouldn't be recognized as a no-hitter. This is not his fault. It's not. I mean, it is his fault. He decided to pitch one of his best games during a 7-inning game. But what are you gonna do?
That was his scheduled start. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's absolutely a no-hitter.
Yeah. So, and then UFC, what was it? 261, right?
61. Yeah.
Yeah. 261 was over the weekend.
Fastest fight card of all time.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm a Thug Rose stan. Dude, I love her. I love Thug Rose. Like, she's amazing.
But I like Wei Lee too, because she's been dominant. Yeah, she's been going.
But I mean, how many people were really saying that Thug Rose could win this? Not just win it, but a first-round knockout.
Well, I mean, first-round knockout, obviously, nobody's thinking that. But
yeah, I mean, that kick to the face was disgusting.
There was just so many well-timed injuries, and
there was
kicks and punches.
I can't even remember who it was, but there was another women's fight, and she, like, the girl went to go kick her it looked like she went to go kick her in the freaking chest, and the girl just ducked down and just took it right to the face, and she just went to sleep. It was so nasty. but yeah, and then obviously I can never say his last name. I always want to say Wildman, but I know it's not. It's
Weidman.
Yes,
Yep.
Chris Weidman snaps
Ugh.
both of his lower legs,
Both?
his tib and fib.
I have not seen.
You haven't seen it, bro?
So,
Not
Derek,
interested.
he kicks right above the knee. Well, first leg kick of the fight.
Literally,
let's
seconds,
get it on.
Seconds within the fight.
Kick right above the knee, perfect. And when he kicks, it boom, snaps. Okay, doesn't know it's broken, goes to land on it, and then it just folds like a freaking accordion underneath him.
Yeah, he
looked like this.
Yeah, the
complete 90 degrees.
The fact that his bones didn't pop through his skin when he did that is insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy insane. I watched it. I watched it probably 50 times.
10-year anniversary. Was it the 10-year anniversary?
It was
of Anderson Silva.
I watched Anderson Silva. I did see
Silva broke
Weidman,
when he did that. It was against Weidman.
It was against Weidman.
That's
there have been 3 leg breaks inside the UFC match, and Chris Weidman is in 2 of them.
It's insane.
I
remember I watched all 5 fights, and it was just the first fight between Smith and Crute was dude. I mean, they were in the first round, and then Smith throws a leg kick behind the knee, and then all of a sudden he just buckles and he's down. It's like his nerve
died. His nerve died.
Like, it was
the craziest thing. It was the craziest thing. His nerve just quit on him.
Yeah, never seen it before happen, and then boom, he tried. And the crazy thing, Crute tried so hard standing up. I mean, I think if they would have gave him like 5 minutes, I think he would have been good. But he tried to come back out for that.
You don't get
He tried to come back out after that for that second round, and the ref was just like, "You can't stand up, bro. Like you can't fight."
I heard the fans were there. So
15,000.
Dude,
15,000. Freak! No mask in sight. No mask in sight. It was loud as shit. It was fantastic.
God bless Florida.
Yeah, God bless. I mean, listen. I watched a lot of fights, like on Fight Island, and when they were doing it in the Apex Center in Vegas.
Quiet.
It
was cool.
I liked it because you could hear everything. You could hear the corners, and you could hear the actual punches. But there's nothing that beats the fans. No. I mean, just when when she got the knockout, that place erupted. When Usman turned fucking Mazadov into a fucking
knocked the
solar
sweat
system
straight off his face.
I mean, the still picture, he looks like the center of a solar system. It is crazy. The place went crazy. It was just amazing. Like, it's just to hear those fans again, and it's just getting me super pumped for the NFL, because all I'm hearing is full
everything's gonna be back to normal. Yeah, right.
Full stadium for the whole league.
We'll see. I know the Michigan or governor or whatever.
She wants to fuck everybody up.
Yeah. Well, what about but the crazy thing about this fight card was the men's injuries led to the female dominance of that fight card. Yeah, because Thug Rose knocking out Whaley was not unbelievable, but it was freaking perfectly timed.
It was
right under the
nicest,
chin.
The nicest leg kiss.
And then Valentina just absolutely dominated against Andranya. Was freaking. I mean, Valentina. Rogan said it the best, but she might be one of the most dominant mixed martial artists of all time, not just women or male. Like, she's like, freaking crazy.
Yeah, of all time, dude. She's nuts.
Yeah. And and I think the best part about fight night, watching fights, is Rogan and Cormier and the boys reacting to knockouts.
Dude, I love it.
Rogan just puts his arms back behind him. Just goes absolutely.
I love it, dude. They're at that moment, they're just boys. Like, they're just boys watching them fight.
Just seeing somebody get
it's no different than if the 3 of us were sitting on a couch together watching those fights. We'd act the same exact way.
Crazy. So I don't know if you looked into it though, but so during the Anthony Smith and Jimmy Crute fight, did you hear the chants that were going on?
Fuck Jake.
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I thought when I was watching it, I always thought they were saying Masvidal, Masvidal, and then I got some alert on Twitter about Cormier getting in Jake Paul's face.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's
gonna. The problem is boxing.
Because Paul said that he would whip Cormier's fat ass.
Boxing. That's the thing. He wants to fight all these guys in boxing, dude. Yeah. And it's
okay. He might be one of the biggest dude, and by the way, he's from Ohio. Unfortunately,
yeah, Cleveland. He's from Cleveland.
Him and his brother.
He's from the real rough neighborhood of a very rich neighborhood.
Yeah, suburb of Cleveland, whatever.
Dude.
Yeah, I heard that shit. I was like, dude, you were like growing up in the richest part of Cleveland. What the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck yourself.
No,
I had to work. I had a summer job. No shit. Fuck them.
So did we all.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Cormier got into his face, that was awesome. But I think
that's the problem is like get in the ring, man. Get your ass.
Get in the octagon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get in the
his brother's about to get an ass beaten.
Oh my! I was about to talk about it. I was about to talk about it. Dude, Mayweather is gonna destroy him.
Before you hop into Mayweather and Logan Paul, I just want to say the biggest takeaway that I had from the whole night, from that night from 261, was Masvidal, after getting knocked out, not knowing what the hell was going on.
Yeah,
he stands up. Dude might be one of the coolest dudes ever, from Miami, so he's in his home state. Bunch of people there. Gets knocked out for the first time in 51 fights as a pro, which is insane.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy.
The most humble dude. I don't know if you.
Yeah, he was talking to fans and stuff as he was leaving. He was taking pictures.
Just looked at Joe Rogan and was just like, I got knocked out for the first time, but I was expecting to go 25 minutes of wrestling with Usman because the last time I fought him, he didn't surprise me with his power. It wasn't anything that bothered me, and he got me. So hats off to him. He's got my number, and it was just like, thank you. Yeah. Like those dudes talk shit the whole entire time,
which is great.
Because Usman told Masvidal that he was using the last fight because he only had 6 days to prepare for it or whatever, that he was going to use that as an excuse, and they just talk crap the whole time, but they respected each other. That's the thing I love about the UFC.
Yeah.
And dudes, just the respect that they have for each other, even if they get the sweat knocked off their face and look like a solar system, they lose with freaking pride, man.
Yeah, I mean, even Connor, even when Connor loses, he
loses or wins.
Yeah, well,
even
I'd like to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody.
Yeah, but
when he loses, yeah, he's always humbled. He's always humble.
Okay, he loses a lot, so
yeah, getting your ass whipped is a great equalizer. Like you can't.
Brings you back to the reality.
Yeah, I mean, for other sports, you can do like, well, if I would have made that one tackle, or like you can always say, whatever. Like, you got knocked the fuck out. You tapped out. There's no other players that did it. It's you, and I think UFC people they realize that they're like, it's all on me, and I lost fair and square.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Mayweather?
Yeah, I had something else too, and I forget. Yeah, we'll just talk about Mayweather. Screw it. So I'm trying to look up, because I should probably just look it up on Google. How tall is Logan Paul?
Ooh, yes, he's probably 5'11",
6'2". 6'2".
I was gonna say 5'11" to 6'2", somewhere in that range.
Westlake. Looks like that's the name of the place.
Yeah,
too.
Westlake.
Suburbs.
The burbs. So he's fighting Mayweather, who I'm pretty sure is 5'6". That's mean. That's mean. But I honestly God think it's pretty true.
5'6", but he still might not be able to touch Mayweather. being one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time.
That's the thing, is that I feel like Logan's gonna come out here and try to overpower Mayweather and just go flurries, and
he's gonna make the same mistake McGregor did when they fought.
Punch himself out.
McGregor, all the power to him, held his own against Mayweather.
He did really well.
6-7 rounds.
Yeah.
But he wasn't used to going that long.
No. Yeah. No. And no matter he is
just 5'8". Straight punching, just straight punching. And he was hitting.
Which is probably what Mayweather was hoping for.
So I don't think Mayweather was hoping that he would connect as much as he did.
Yeah.
But then Mayweather started to realize he's swinging a lot. And then Mayweather got smart and said, all right, go ahead and tie yourself out, big boy. I'm just going to sit back and wait, and then you're going to be done.
And that's what he's going to do with Paul, too. And he's going to do the whole little shoulder roll thing that he loves to do. And he's just going to wait Logan Paul out. And I think Paul has to come down to let's see here. Let's see if it talks about it. I think Paul has to come down to like 190, 195, I think is what it is. And obviously Mayweather can be whatever weight he wants. He's around he usually fights around 150. And also I think Mayweather's gonna be the one that's putting this on. So it's not gonna be that whole fucking shit show with Jake Paul in that fight. But
what Mayweather. Dude, Ben Askren, he looks so out of shape.
He didn't care about it.
Like, Jesus,
he made more money in that fight than he did in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
He didn't care about it.
Fuck Jake Paul.
So here's my thing. I don't have a problem with Logan as much as I do with Jake.
Mm-hmm. I think Jake is douchebags.
Well, yeah, but Jake just takes it to that extra level. I can't. Logan is a little bit more. I'm not going to say down to earth because that's definitely
relatable. He's a
little bit more relatable. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And
he's doing the same. Logan's doing the same shit we would do if we had a shit ton of money.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
All the stupid stuff he's doing.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything. Unless there's something inside of baseball you want to talk about, because Kevin Love needs to be traded. I'll just put that out there right now.
I saw that video.
Did you see that? Yeah, Christ. I posted it.
Jesus Christ, dude!
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Sexton's over there doing everything. Sexton's over there doing everything he fucking can, and
God bless Colin Sexton.
Yeah.
Can't you? I would just I would cut him and
but it's not that easy.
Put it as God, what is it? Actions detrimental to the team.
Yeah.
And say right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Crazy. I mean, I thought the Cavs had a shot at potentially getting into the playoffs this year, but
I heard that
again. They disappoint me. I mean, listen, they're only 6 games out. Sorry, 9 games out of the last playoff spot. So it's not like it's crazy impossible, but again, it's Colin Sexton and Garland from time to time, and that's it.
Yeah.
They got rid of Drummond. They got rid of McGee.
You got rid of our scraps.
Like Colin Sexton is averaging like 20 plus a game.
I think it's 22 or something like that.
Yeah, he's been playing fantastic, but they got nobody around him, and it's either get rid of him, or freaking pay money and put people around him.
Yeah. He's making history. Trade him. Right.
That's the motto, right?
That's Nick's motto.
Right.
Making history. Trade him. Get everyone what he's worth of it. Okay.
And we're not going to win it all. Get whatever you can get out of him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
And that's the problem.
He's averaging 24. He's averaging 24 and a half, by the way.
I thought it was 22. All right.
Wow. 24 and a half, almost 50% from the field, 82 from the free throw line. Just get this man some help, or get him out.
Or get him out. Yeah, for sure.
Get him help for sure. And then and LeBron. I know, but LeBron James posted a new video of him going about a mile an hour up and down the court.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody cares about it. Yeah.
I laughed about it. I was like, bro, like I know that you're, this ankle sprain is like a big deal for you, but okay, let's calm down.
Yeah, everybody's seen somebody run up and down the court before. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I love LeBron, but let's take a breather. Let's take a breather. The Lakers are actually doing decent without him, right?
Yeah, no, they've been playing pretty good. Yeah. They've been winning games, which I think is good because some of those inexperienced guys got some time to get used to not playing without LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
And now those guys are going to be coming back. I think it's going to help. I think they're like 5th in the West, which is it's going to make their road to the West Finals a little bit tougher, but
yeah.
But I mean, once you get AD and LeBron back, it's not going to be that as hard.
Yeah, they're 5th right now. But yeah, I mean, we don't have to talk a whole lot of NBA. I know not everybody loves the NBA. I could talk NBA all day, but
I haven't watched. I mean, I'll watch if it's on it, like when I'm out to dinner or something like that. But I haven't really watched much NBA this year. I've been following it more of like a Twitter or highlights kind of a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get to my streaming services that I use don't have the local Cleveland channel, so I don't get to watch any Cavs games anymore. But I mean, if any games on ESPN or TNT, I'm watching. And I tell you what, they've been putting the Suns on a lot, and the Suns are fun to freaking watch, man. And the Nuggets were too until Jamal Murray got hurt. But
yeah,
that's the thing. I just hope that the NBA realizes that they messed up this season, because there's been so many injuries because they started up so quick. Even though it's a shortened season, they started back up freaking quick.
Yeah,
that dudes are getting hurt, knee injuries left and right.
I think they're gonna. I mean, once the season's over, I don't think they're gonna be doing this again, anyways. So I think it'll be all right.
Well, you got to think about it too. So Jamal Murray tore his ACL, and if they start back in October, like they're supposed to, he's gonna miss like 4 to 5 months of the regular season. That's over 50%. And Jamal Murray is a walking bucket. That dude, first player in NBA history. Fun fact for everybody here, first player in NBA history to drop 50 points in a game without shooting, without attempting a single free throw in a game. Jamal Murray is a walking bucket. The next biggest thing that's going to happen in the NBA, but. He
was going to be. That was what Derrick Rose was supposed to be until he tore his ACL.
Yeah, well, I mean, but Murray's not Rose in the point where Rose depended on his athleticism. Murray is an all-around scorer. Rose wasn't that. But, I mean, to lose a guy like that for 4 to 5 months, that's big. That's tough.
It's going to be rough for him. Okay. Because, segues are amazing. Let's talk about let's do our over-unders since Nick's here. We can do our over-unders for the Southern divisions.
Sure.
And then we'll get into the actual draft itself. So we're gonna start with the NFC South. And we're gonna start with New Orleans.
NFC.
New Orleans is over under. This is still as of the 19th. This may have changed when this comes out, but all right. So their over under is 9 games. I know where I'm going with this.
Saints?
Yeah, the Saints.
Under.
Yes. 100%. They will win. I mean, okay, so
it depends.
Jameis Winston is the quarterback.
No, Taysom Hill's the quarterback. That's why I'm going under.
I'm going to go under with either one of the quarterbacks, but that fucking tight end walking around pretending to be a quarterback is not going to be the quarterback starting day one.
Yeah, he'll be day one starter. They paid him too much money for him not to be a day one starter.
They paid Jameis what, 10?
Yeah, they paid Taysom more.
They paid Taysom 14.
Yeah.
But he's all on voidable contract. Like, he's a completely voidable contract.
Yeah, but you might as well see what he's got.
They've had him in New Orleans for what is this now? 6 years. It feels like I'm going to make another joke. It feels like he's been there since I was a kid. That feels like he's been there forever. He just plays whatever position he wants to play.
I mean, he's a football player. I mean, that's what I like about Taysom Hill is he's just a regular football player. But
he is. I think he's a better Tebow. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm going under though. I don't. The QB situation. Yeah. Michael Thomas, who freaking knows? Is he going to be fully 100%? The defense is getting old. Kamara's at running back. They don't have a 2-trick pony like every other good team does in the NFL.
Yeah,
I'm going under.
Defense is pretty good.
Yeah, but it's getting old. Yeah, getting old.
God, the problem with this over/under thing is
it's hard.
You can't say that sounds good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to pick one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think out of 17 games that they're going to win 10. I'll take the over just to be different from you guys. That league, that division is difficult for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the other point too, that you brought it up perfectly. I mean, in the NFC South, one Tampa Bay is there. Carolina's going to be, I think Darnold's going to excel in Carolina with protection and some decent receivers and a good running back with CMC.
Yeah.
But Atlanta, who cares?
Atlanta's got a lot of work to do.
I want to see what they do at 4, Atlanta. Because if you get Matt Ryan, or if you give Matt Ryan
quarterback
hits, do you think
quarterback?
We'll talk about it. I think you're fucking crazy though.
Quarterback. Matt Ryan's 1,000 years old. Quarterback.
I don't give a flying fuck. I'll talk to you about this in a minute. Let's get through this.
Plus, Justin Fields. Yeah. Okay.
You're a Steelers fan. You don't get to choose.
Talk
about 1,000 years old, ain't it?
Yeah. All righty. So the Buccaneers, the
over.
QB or the QB. Well, actually, you know what? No, this is actually just because of Tom Brady. This team is as good as they are because of Tom Brady. They don't get half of the guys that came down there last year because without him, and they don't.
What's the over/under?
11.5. I'm sorry, you're not in there.
Under.
11.5, and you're going under.
Under. They were under it last year, weren't they? 11 wins. Didn't they win 11 last year?
Yes, they did. They were 11-5.
11-5. Yeah, under. I'll go under. Same thing. Listen, you don't have to win more than what you won the year before to repeat.
I know that, but
they're gonna struggle again at some point in the season. Listen,
with who? Like what?
I'm going under. I'm going under, and here's why: because this is the year that Father Time, who is undefeated except for Tom Brady, I think this is the year Father Time wins.
Yeah,
this
Tom
is the
Brady
year.
Is defying.
And I'll say it next year if it doesn't win this year.
Exactly. After the next Super Bowl, what is it gonna be? 57 this time?
Yeah, one of these takes. I'm just gonna keep saying it every year. Tom Brady's gonna lose to Father Time. I'm gonna keep saying it until it actually happens. And I'm gonna look like
I was right. I called it 4 years ago.
Yeah,
exactly. I honestly
they're going over. I'll say they're going either 13-4 or 12-5, but they're definitely going
12.
over 11. They're going over 11. Nobody in the South is going to beat them this year. So that's 6 games right there.
Oh, you're wrong there.
What are you talking about?
They're going to lose. You don't think they're going to lose a division game the whole year? It's the NFL, dude. Everybody loses a fucking division game. Come on.
Everybody except for Tom Brady led teams.
Oh my God. I'm a Michigan fan. Who cares about Tom Brady? I'm over Tom Brady.
I don't even care because he's a Michigan fan.
Tom Brady.
I don't even care. He is just one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. He has a stable of fucking skill position players all around him. Their defense is getting only better.
We don't have to suck his dick.
I'm not trying to suck his dick.
We chose over.
Let's go.
Nick chose under.
You know what? You guys might end up being right because I'm just looking at their opponents for 2021 here.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Giants,
win,
Bills,
win.
loss.
No, that's okay. Hold on. Bills is
depends on where it's at. Is that
where's it at?
That's a home game.
Ow.
Okay, so these are their home games: Cowboys, Giants, Bills, Dolphins, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Bears.
Yeah, that's
away games. Eagles win. Washington win. Patriots lose. Bill Belichick's gonna get the best.
You just wanted you wanted that shock factor. Neither of us.
Jets, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Rams, Colts.
I mean, Rams, Colts, those are good ones.
Ram will be a good one.
Yeah, some of their away games are pretty tough. They're home. I mean, they should freaking go 8-0 at home this year.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yowzas.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game. I think they got the easiest schedule for a Super Bowl champion in like
repeat. Absolutely.
Yeah, within like the last 25 years or so. Carolina over under 7.5. They have Sam Darnold. They are getting
7.5.
This is good one. Because you never know.
This is hold on. I have to pull their fucking schedule up because
okay, you can do it. Okay, I was gonna look, but
I can't. This is
guys, you're supposed to make this without any education. You know what I mean?
You're fucking crazy.
You're supposed to just guess.
You don't think the professionals on TV don't look at the schedule before they make their
not at all. They have no idea. They're just going on straight gut instinct.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The Cardinals, it's a loss. The Falcons, that's a win. Bills is a loss.
You're too slow. Go.
Okay, fine. Falcons.
Just tell them. Just say the games.
All right, so Cardinals, Falcons, Bills, Falcons, Saints, Buccaneers, Eagles, Patriots, Jets, Vikings, Cowboys, Dolphins, Saints, Giants, Buccaneers, the Washington football team, and the Texans.
What's the over under?
7.5. So 1, 2, 3.
I like Sam Darnold. I'm going over.
I'm going over as well. I think they're going to get. They're going to be under 500.
McCaffrey's going to be healthy all year. They're going to get Julio Jones.
I'm going under, and I'm going at 7. I just looking at that schedule. I'm going under, and it's going to be 7 games.
Schedule's not that hard.
No, but it's Carolina.
Also a fair point.
Who's played in a Super Bowl in the last 10 years? When's the last time the Browns won a Super Bowl? Cam Newton. Oh, that's right. Never. So I don't think you should be talking shit about Carolina.
Who among us has won a playoff game who won a playoff game last year? Yeah. I did.
How many Super Bowl champions? How many rings you got?
I can give a flying fuck. I got this ring right here. How about that?
He's got 6 rings. The Browns have 6 rings.
Not Super Bowl rings.
Oh well. Okay.
Were you alive? Were you alive for NFL championships?
Oh wait, no.
You were not.
You both are going over. I'm going under. Duh.
I mean, you're just being silly. You're doing the whole bullshit.
He's just being a normal Steelers fan.
He knows.
Get your terrible towels so you can.
It's just
wipe
like
your tears.
It's just being like a Michigan fan. We've lost for 6,000 straight days, but guess what? We still hold the all-time record.
Look, guys, what have you done for us recently? That's what the league is.
Hey,
all right, and I think maybe the easiest, maybe not the easiest, but the easiest definitely out of the South is Atlanta. 7 games.
I'm going under.
Absolutely.
Under.
Not even question.
Not even a question.
So, well, it was everybody's under. So let's just go to the fact that how does it feel as a Browns fan to not know that you're not drafting a quarterback again?
Dude, we'll talk about it more when we get into it. But this draft has been the most boring, but the most sweet draft ever.
Boring drafts are the best when your team.
Boring drafts. I've never
really
understood.
How's that go?
I was gonna say I've never understood what a boring draft is, and it's even in Cleveland. Like it's a boring draft, and it's in Cleveland. This is the best. Like we're picking 26
to have the number 1 pick.
yeah. Okay, so AFC South. We're gonna start with the AFC South leaders last year. Tennessee over under 9.5. Over.
Ooh, that was quick.
Yep, I like Tennessee though. I
love
Tannehill.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's a beast.
I
also
love
think
Dable.
Tennessee could be one of those teams that gets Julio Jones from Atlanta, too. And I mean, if you put Tannehill, AJ Brown, Julio, and Henry all on the same team, it's over.
Yeah. I mean,
offensively, now their defense is still suspect, but they did just get Dupree.
Yes.
They signed him, who's a great edge rusher, which is what they freaking need because they were terrible.
They couldn't get pressure at all.
Right. They were dead last in the league in QB pressures. So I think getting Dupree helps. And that'll build on their defense in the draft. I think Tennessee's definitely over.
Yeah, Tennessee. I mean, this draft has to be just like Cleveland. It has to be defense for them.
Absolutely. Well, Cleveland doesn't have to be defense.
I mean, I want it to be defense. Let's make that clear. And
you guys screwed up signing Clowney and getting rid of Richardson, but I mean, so yeah.
Again, he might be coming back. He might be coming back, so it doesn't even matter. And
maybe
there's a couple defensive tackles in this draft that I think would be pretty good.
You still effed up.
It's whatever. Okay, so everyone's over, right, Derek?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over as well. Yeah.
All righty.
Like Vrabel's a good coach.
Vrabel is an amazing coach.
And he's a Buckeye, and I'm rooting for him.
I know. Does it make your skin crawl?
That means I am down to earth. I am the greatest Michigan fan you'll ever meet in your life.
Yeah, you tell other Michigan fans that, bud.
I don't care about other Michigan fans, honestly.
All righty. So this is going to be for Derek's second team, the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
What is it?
Over under is 10.
Yep.
Ooh,
Carson Wentz. You have Carson Wentz. You have T.Y. Hilton.
If he's healthy,
Pittman
if he
Jr.
can stay healthy.
Yeah, you have Pittman
Jonathan
Jr.
Taylor Thomas. Yeah, I like the Colts. Their defense is good. I don't like Carson Wentz. What's my
10.
number?
10.
Under. Give me the under.
I'm going
Wentz
over.
Gonna get hurt.
They're my favorite to
get hurt
to win.
You think Wentz is going to get hurt?
Behind that offensive line, Wentz will still find a way to get hurt.
Yeah, they got a great offensive line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That no matter what, they'll
Wentz is going to find a way to get hurt. I think Wentz is one of those guys who's just absolutely a great talent, but he's injury prone. I think there's going to be some weird way he's going to find a way to get hurt. He does it every year.
All right, how is this possible? I swear to God, the Cardinals are playing everybody. So Cardinals, Ravens, Bills, Texans, Jaguars, Titans, Patriots, Jets, Rams, Seahawks, Raiders, Jags, Dolphins, 49ers, Titans, and Buccaneers.
Yeah, they're under for sure. That's a tough schedule.
That is a tough schedule.
Texans, depending on what happens with Watson, that's 2 wins.
To me, they're going to win, so I'm going to keep it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like this is 2021. Okay. So
I have a problem. I mean, I love them.
No, I get it.
I've enjoyed them for a long time. I think they're a good team.
That's how I am, because as I don't know if Kenny knows this, but Derek knows this, that the Lions are my second NFL team. I've always been a fan of Detroit, just because when Cleveland left, and went to Baltimore, my dad, who's a big Browns fan, became a Lions fan. And so we watched a lot of Lions games. And of course, when I was growing up, we know who the running back was for the Detroit Lions, the greatest running back of all time, Barry Sanders.
Thank you.
Jim Brown.
Yep.
But so I get it. I get where you're coming from.
Kind of rude, but I also agree with you.
You got a little
kind of rude, yeah.
You got a little bias towards the Colts, so I understand why you're going over, but I don't trust Carson Wentz.
I'm going over. I trust Carson Wentz. He's been having
under.
He's been talking with his wide receivers, and that whole little thing with Pittman is not a big deal because he wants to be number 2 anyways. That line is going to be great for him. The running game for him is going to be fantastic as well. He's got the weapons. They've got the defense. He's going to get over 10 games.
If he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy, which I think that line's going to help him stay healthy. Now, Houston, over under 4.5.
Who's quarterback?
Yeah. Who's quarterback?
Under.
Right now, you don't know.
Under.
I think it's going to be under. I really think they're going to have one of the historically bad years where they're like,
they might be they might be the first 0-17 team in league history.
Really that bad?
Yeah.
Just everything.
Because if Watson's playing every single game, probably it's probably still 3 to 4 wins. 5, 6. It's in
that's
that
what
3
I'm saying.
to 6 range.
I can see them getting 5 with Watson playing every game.
But there's so much shit
but
with Watson.
There's so much shit going on though.
That's why I don't think he's going to be playing.
So much shit going on.
Fine, give me under.
Alrighty, so I went under as well. There's no way they're getting more than 4 wins. So here's the fun one of the South, because pretty much the other two we were all besides Nick being an idiot about Indianapolis, we all understood what was going on. Jacksonville though, over under 6.5.
Over, absolutely, 1,000% over. Trevor Lawrence is generational talent.
Sure,
is he though?
He is.
Dude, this is a man's league. Okay, I'm not
because he's got long hair doesn't make him a man.
I'm not. You're the one that's talking about his hair. I'm not talking about his hair. This is different. This is different than high school. This is different than college. This is a man's league.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his ass fucking planted game 1. You already know it because all these guys hate about them coming in.
So he's never been hit before.
He's never been hit before. I'm saying he's gonna learn real fast, and he doesn't have that much talent around him. I understand. Urban Meyer is doing his thing.
What?
He's got talent around him. Some talent.
I've got little to no confidence in Urban Meyer in the NFL.
I disagree.
We'll start with that.
Changing. The systems are changing.
So you can be
benefits Urban.
So you can be an asshole.
Urban.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're gonna talk about Urban like this right now? I'm cool with talking about a college coach going into the NFL because it doesn't do too well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you dare start calling Urban Meyer an asshole.
Urban Meyer is easily an asshole. Listen, but you can do that. You can do that to college kids.
Okay,
you can't do that to grown-ass men.
Okay, let me make my point here because why I'm going over. Okay, first of all, they might have one of the deepest running back cores in the NFL.
I laugh in Browns.
James Robinson, all right, who was a very, 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 very good running back. Okay, Carlos Hyde, your former Buckeye, who is a very serviceable NFL running back. Am I not right? Big guy, big body, good backup.
You're not wrong.
Okay, they got Agumbawale, who was with the Giants before, who was also another backup behind Saquon Barkley, who when Barkley got hurt did pretty well himself. And then the guy that was supposed to be the starter before James Robinson last year, Azigimbo or whatever the hell his name is, got hurt and was pretty much missed the whole season. They got 4 pretty solid running backs.
Yeah, but there's one ball.
They have Chark, DJ Chark, who's a pretty solid wide receiver. And then a beloved old former Lion, Marvin Jones Jr. He's got receivers. Okay, he's got 2 pretty.
I love Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin's great.
I would like to interject.
Yeah, I love Marvin.
I love Marvin.
But
I love Lamp.
He's got He's got a decent offensive line. He's got very deep running back situation. He's got 2 pretty solid NFL receivers. Now, they have the first pick, and then I'm guessing with the first pick of the second round, if there's a playmaker available, they're going to take somebody like that. So I hated Urban Meyer when he was at Ohio State because he coached for Ohio State, but I fucking love Urban Meyer. Yeah. I think he's a player's coach. I think he's got the type of system that's now translating into the NFL. His system is a lot more different than anybody has seen before. Okay. So when NFL coaches are watching film for the first game of the season, what are they going to do? They're going to be watching old Ohio State, Florida games. That's what they're going to be watching. Okay. Yeah. All right. And it's just like, I'm going to use an analogy. It's just like baseball. All right. When you're a pitcher, when you just get called up from the minors and it's your first MLB start, you ever notice that when the guys that pitch for the first time in the MLB, they either get their shit rocked because they're nervous, or they go super, super long because nobody's seen what they've had before.
Right.
Nobody's faced them before. Nobody knows what it's like to go against Urban Meyer in the NFL. Okay.
I'm not saying Urban's not going to do great or good in the NFL a couple years from now. That building is not ready at all. And when you add Lawrence to it, it's not. I mean, yeah, he's a great talent. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback. I'm just saying he's going into a new league where it's not just 1 or 2 guys, maybe 3 guys on a defense that you have to worry about, especially since he played in the fucking ACC. It is every person on the other side of the team or on the other side of the ball.
You know who has got a really big salary cap? The Jaguars. Do you know who doesn't have a really big salary cap? The Falcons. So you know who else is out there available for the Jaguars?
Julio Jones. He's also not all right. So here, I will give you this. If Julio goes, I will go over. But if they don't get Julio, I'm going under.
I think without Julio, they're still over. If Gardner, how many games they win last year?
That is a great question. I don't know.
Let me look. Let's go.
Gardner Minshew is better. Have you seen?
Have you seen the pictures?
Have you seen the pictures?
Stud, super stud.
I mean, that man was just trying to melt panties.
That man.
How dare you?
Day one.
Yeah. How dare you try to insult Gardner Minshew?
So they won 1 game.
Yeah.
Last year.
There you go.
Sounds great.
I thought it was 2 or 3, but yeah, 1 sounds about right.
Now, so they have pretty much now, even when they add Trevor Lawrence, I still think they have at least 2. So what was the over-under?
6.5,
which was way too high to start, but I still think they go 7 games.
Let me look again,
because I mean they won 1 game last year, but I do think Trevor Lawrence adds at least 3 to 4 games.
But I mean, you're looking at Trevor Lawrence and adding Urban Meyer. That's why they're getting such a high pick.
I mean, they have Houston in that division. That's 2 wins, probably.
So, well, maybe.
No. Well, you're thinking Houston's 2 of Houston's 4 wins is going to be Jaguars? I mean, you said under, and they're at like 4.5.
Right.
Jacksonville, where the fuck are you at? All right. Shut up. Nope, it's still 6.5. It's still 6.5.
I still think they can win 7 games.
Cool, man. Stick by it.
I'm going with it.
Yeah, be about it.
Be all about it.
All right. So, speaking of, well, they didn't really trade up for a quarterback, but anyways, I think I already have it pulled up. Where is it at?
We got.
All right. So, there have been 29 times in the NFL draft that a team has traded up into the top 10 to get a quarterback. Okay. I'm not going to go through all 29 of them. We can just do a couple, but I want to get your thoughts and see if it's worth it. And this is not just moving. This is moving up into the first round. I think
this is trading up. This is not just.
Yeah, this is trading up. This is trading up. Okay.
So I mean, I know it's 29.
I'm not doing them all.
Well, how many are we doing?
I don't know.
All right, because Nick and I, we'll give you a yes or a no. To see if these guys.
If we there's a lot.
We're going to debate. That's the problem.
Yeah, that we're going to debate.
It sounds like we could do 29 really quickly.
Yeah,
but we probably can't.
We can't. All right, so this one shouldn't be very hard. Last year, the Packers traded up into the first round to get Jordan Love.
Generational talent.
The dumbest decision that they have made. I don't know, since I've been born.
It looks dumb now.
Okay, but it is dumb.
It wasn't dumb when they did it.
Aaron Rodgers just won the MVP.
Yeah, I said okay. Dumb. It wasn't dumb, but was he the MVP when they made the trade to get up for him?
He was Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Okay, I don't care, but it's just everybody has a timetable, and Rodgers was stagnant. Like he was still good, right? But like he wasn't the Rodgers he was last year. Right?
Here's my thing.
I thought this was going to be easy.
I think Aaron Rodgers is on his way out. I think they should start Love probably just this year. Oh,
you're not allowed to talk about him.
All right, my bad.
I don't think it was that stupid when they did it.
It was dumb. The guy didn't even dress this year.
Okay, yeah, because what did you just say? Rodgers had an MVP-like season because Rodgers took that. Maybe the Packers did it on fucking purpose and said, "Hey, look, Rodgers, we're sick and tired. Like you're getting old. Like we're tired of you, and then we're going to draft this quarterback to say, hey, guess what? We got your replacement, just like you were the replacement for Brett Favre when we drafted you." And then what did he do? Boom, MVP season. Okay, maybe we don't need him. That looked like a dumb decision now, but when they did it, it wasn't the dumbest thing in the world.
I will stand by my decision that it was the dumbest thing in the world.
Well, maybe because you're the dumbest person in the world.
Go try to be Trebek, you bitch. All right.
All right. So 2018, the Jets move up from 6 to 3 to get Sam Darnold. Good. Nick, I'm pretty sure that we know that you love that move.
I do.
I think that was a good. So
we can put a team around him.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with that. I like Darnold.
For me, for me, it was a shit organization.
Yes.
Did they need to move up?
Yes. I can almost guarantee that someone would have picked Darnold before 6.
I don't know.
I'd have to look back and see.
Moving up from 6,
I don't know the draft.
Moving up from 6 to 3, they probably didn't give up too much anyway.
No, hold on. They gave up. So obviously they swapped firsts, 2 second-round picks and a second-round pick for 2019 for the Colts.
Second.
So they gave up 2 second-round picks and then a second-round.
Does anybody care about anything after the first round?
Yes.
Yes.
Bill Belichick.
Give me the first 4. After that.
Right.
First 4 rounds. After that.
Yeah. After the 5th, 6th,
after
7th
that,
I'll watch you. You have your random Tom Brady's, but
yeah.
I'll watch you on kickoff, bud.
5 through 7 is pretty much just kickers and backups.
Yep.
All right. Also, 2018, the Bills trade up from 12 to 7 to get Josh Allen.
Absolutely. Now it's fantastic.
Now,
fantastic.
Now, yeah.
Before, maybe not.
It was iffy. It was
iffy.
On the fence. I mean, he was that arm talent guy. Everybody knew he had a freaking cannon.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously he proved it last year that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Pretty freaking good.
He is in his element now.
Yeah.
They gave up, obviously they swap, but they also gave up 2 second-round picks to Tampa for that.
Worth it.
100%.
Yep.
This is also should be easy, but we'll see. The Cardinals get Josh Rosen in 2018. They move up from 15 to 10, and they also give up a 3rd round and a 5th round pick to the Raiders. Yeah. I don't even think he made it a year on the team. I'm done with
Trash.
Yeah.
Josh Allen wasn't even good in college.
I have him as a backup on Madden.
Like,
hey man, you make my Madden team amazing.
You know you're bad if you're a backup on Madden.
Yeah.
All right, so 2018 was just a move for quarterbacks. So the Ravens move up, I think they move up from the 2nd round. So they give up a 2nd round, the 4th round, and the 2019 2nd round to the Eagles for the 32nd pick.
Yeah, for Lamar Jackson.
for Lamar Jackson.
Fantastic trade.
It's an easy trade.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Easy trade.
Great trade. Even if they never win a Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson, it's still a great trade up. If he stays healthy and produces the way he's been producing.
Lamar Jackson, the Cordell Stewart of the Ravens.
I love Cordell Stewart. Don't you dare talk bad about him. Cordell Stewart is one of my favorite Steelers of all time.
When Cordell started coming out of your mouth, I was like, "You don't talk about Jones right now because you better calm down."
But he is very comparable to Cordell Stewart. It's a very good comparison because I mean he's not anything great. Mm-hmm. But he's also a mobile quarterback, so he does just enough to like win you a bunch of games. But is he going to win you a Super Bowl?
That's the question.
See, okay, so I think as much as I hate to admit this, if Lamar Jackson can learn to throw and throw well,
he can throw well.
But not consistently.
Not consistently,
that's what I'm saying. He needs to learn to throw and throw well consistently, and he could win. Just take the fucking off season. We know your legs fucking work. Just take the off season. Go down to what is his name? John Beck, right? Is it John or John Beck? Just go fucking get a quarterback coach and just learn to throw the goddamn thing.
Okay, but first of all, before you freaking just bury Lamar Jackson
I'm not burying him.
Okay, before you halfway bury him into the ground.
3 feet under.
Name his receivers.
I think we did this last week. Sammy Watkins.
Now he has Sammy Watkins now. Before this season.
Before they're I don't even know because they were so terrible. I think they were 32nd in receiving.
His best receiver was a freaking tight end.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews.
I agree. I know. I'm just saying.
He's got Hollywood Brown. He's got Hollywood Brown. He's the freaking Mike Wallace now of the AFC. He's good for about 5 to 6 long touchdowns for the year. But
I'm just saying, I think the trade is good. Get some help. And they're starting to, and they should with this draft.
Especially now they got JK at running back, who I think, by the way, very upset that Baltimore took him because I really wanted him in the black and yellow. Because,
dude, why don't you just admit you're a fucking Ohio State fan and just stop pretending?
Listen, I am a
I can forgive you
through and through.
I can forgive you about being a Steelers fan.
I just freaking love J.K. Dobbins. I don't
because
love
he's
a lot of
monster.
I don't love a lot of Ohio State players, but I freaking love J.K. Dobbins.
He's a monster. All right, so 2017, the Bears decided to take Mitchell Trubisky. This is the best fucking trade I've ever heard in my life. The Chicago swaps firsts. They send a third, a fourth, and a 2018 third to San Francisco to move up one spot for Mitchell fucking Trubisky. You have got to be the dumbest fucking people.
Who now? That was how long ago?
2017.
Who was San Francisco's quarterback?
Was Jimmy G
in 2017?
No, because because 2017 is when New England won, and I think after that season is when they got rid of Jimmy G, because that was a whole thing. Because Bill Belichick wanted to keep him, Kraft didn't. Kraft wanted to stay with Tom, but Bill Belichick wanted to move on from Tom with Jimmy G.
So now, why it makes sense to trade up for one spot, the starter for the San Francisco 49ers, Brian Hoyer.
It's one fucking spot. I want you to know that Patrick Mahomes was in this fucking this draft. So don't even start on this because Patrick Mahomes wasn't shit until he became a Chief. Nobody gave a shit about Pat Mahomes and what he was until Andy Reid was just like, Andy Reid saw what nobody else saw. Pat Mahomes was whose fault is that?
Okay, but I'm just saying he was awesome at Texas Tech, but he also played in an air raid offense where they literally threw it 70 times a game.
I was gonna say 60 times a game. Yes.
Of course, you're going to put up numbers. I mean, have you seen the freaking game between Texas Tech and Oklahoma with Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
I mean, they both threw it like 60 times a game. Of course, they're going to put up 500-600 yards a game.
But do you move up one spot for Mitchell Trubisky? Okay,
but here's the thing. If you think
Deshaun Watson was still on the board too. Deshaun Watson was still on the board.
Okay, which I would have took Watson over Trubisky.
Easily.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing you also have to take into consideration with these NFL teams. You have your board. Okay, if you have Trubisky number 1,
you don't,
and you know San Francisco is gonna, if once a quarterback or
who did they take at 3 though?
Who
did San Francisco take at 3?
At 3, if they're smart, they take Justin Fields.
No, not. We'll talk about that in a minute. This draft,
I don't know who. Oh, I'm trying to remember who was in that draft, but 2017.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Myles Garrett, Mitchell Trubisky, Solomon Thomas, a defensive end.
Yeah.
They weren't taking a quarterback anyway.
That's who the Niners took at 4.
No, that's who they took at 3.
Yeah.
Jacksonville was 4 with Leonard Fournette.
Okay. So where did the Bears pick?
Bears picked 2. They swapped. They've swapped 2 and 3.
Okay. So maybe they thought San Fran. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Maybe they thought San Fran was in love with Trubisky because it was about 50-50 on Trubisky. If you go back in time,
does it matter? Just take the next one.
Yeah.
What is the draft? The draft is about taking risk on the guys you like. I'm not saying they did the right thing.
No,
but
Watson could be at the Bears, is all I'm saying. And they would be better, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. He would have been the sure thing, but they thought Trubisky had the arm talent, all that crazy stuff, that he was a
Didn't he play like a year at North Carolina?
Hey, don't be hating on the man from Ohio.
I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying they should
you're
not
hating
have
on him.
They should, fine. I am hating on him.
I mean,
because he's a fucking garbage player.
But here's the thing. You say he's a garbage player. Okay. Name the people that were around him in Chicago.
I'm not arguing that
Allen Robinson,
David Montgomery.
Two players.
I'm not arguing that Chicago is not a garbage team. All I'm saying,
11 players start on each.
You only need to
ask yourself.
You only need two.
You only need two.
How many players are on one side of the ball?
All right, so same draft, 2017. The Chiefs move up for Patrick Mahomes. Obviously,
at the time was terrible. At the time was absolutely god awful.
Okay, so they moved up a lot. They moved up from 27 to 10.
And what did they give up?
They gave up a 3rd round and a 1st round in 2018.
For a guy that nobody knew nothing about. His dad played baseball and he played for an air raid system and put up a lot of numbers.
That's because my boy John Dorsey knows how to freaking evaluate.
At the time was terrible. Now, obviously, it's great.
It's
fantastic.
That's a great fucking pick.
I mean, he hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. He might not ever
$1 million player.
Or he won the one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was about to say
he's not gonna win another one, but he won't.
Your head hurts.
No, hot take. Pat Mahomes will never win another Super Bowl.
Oh, geez.
Jesus Christ!
So Father Time's taking out Tom Brady.
Father Time is assassinating Tom Brady this year. Pat Mahomes will never win another Super Bowl.
Pat Mahomes can't be a 70-year-old Tom Brady. He's never going to win another Super Bowl.
They're nuts. You're nuts. They're not going to be able to afford him.
They're not going to be able to afford the team they have.
He's already re-signed.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to put anybody around.
It's a $500 million contract over what, 10, 12 years?
He pretty much bought the Kansas City Royals with the contract he just signed.
He did.
He bought a stake in them, not the whole team.
I mean, not the whole team, but he did. Okay, so the Texans move up to get Deshaun Watson. Houston and the Browns swap first. And then Cleveland got a 1st in 2018 as well. This was a great trade for Cleveland.
Both. Now it's looking terrible for Houston.
Yeah.
Because Deshaun might not ever play again.
Yeah. But I think he is 24 of 13 as a starter, and they went to the postseason twice
with poopy team. With a poopy team. Poopy team.
Yeah,
and management and all that.
Poopy owner.
I think it's a great. I think it's a great.
Both sides.
At the time, I think it was good. Yeah, I think it was good on both sides.
Yeah.
All right, so 2016 now. The Rams trade 6 picks to get Goff.
The Rams.
They sent their first round, so 15 overall, a second round pick, a third round pick, a first round of 2017, and a third round of 2017 to Tennessee for the number 1 overall pick.
Who took him to a Super Bowl?
He took him to a Super Bowl.
And it's a win now mentality.
He also got the number 1, the 4th, and the 6th round pick of that. The Rams did. So I like that move.
You got him to a Super Bowl. It's a win now mentality. I mean, they made the right trade.
Yeah. Now that he's over here in Detroit, we'll see what he does.
Chip on his shoulder. 7-win Detroit Lions this year.
Woohoo! All right, so also in 2016,
go home, Pat. Go home.
For sure. Fuck those guys.
Also 2016, the Eagles get Carson Wentz. The Eagles traded their first round pick, so
it was good.
Overall. It was a good pick.
It was.
But so it was 2016. So the Eagles and the Browns swapped first. So Eagles got the number 2. We got the 8. The Browns got the 3rd, a 4th, on a 2017 first round pick.
Terrible.
And a 2018 second round pick.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
That's a lot
to move to number 2 for Carson Wentz.
Okay.
What is your deal with Carson Wentz?
Because he's okay. He had one.
Okay, never
one
mind.
Good season.
He had one good season. He got injured, and then they won the Super Bowl
without him. Without him.
That's what I just said with Foles. They won with Foles.
How good was he really? That your backup quarterback can win a Super Bowl.
But it's Foles. I mean, he's a pretty great backup quarterback.
What has Foles done outside of Philly? Outside of winning a Super Bowl in Philly, what's Nick Foles done?
Put him on the Colts. I guarantee he wins another. That's the coach.
He took over for Sam Bradford in St. Louis. Got hurt. Been injured his whole career.
He played in.
He has done a very good job of getting people to think that he is worth it.
Good. Yeah, exactly. So if Nick Foles
Wentz?
No, Foles.
Yeah. Poopy trade. Bad trade.
Poopy trade. I don't know. I mean, for Cleveland, it was a great trade.
Yeah, Cleveland's fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much they gave up. Yeah,
they gave up a lot.
It was a bad trade.
So number 11, the Broncos in 2016, they give their first round pick, a third round pick to Seattle for Seattle's first round pick at 26. So the Denver moved from 31 to 26 to get Paxton
It's
Wentz.
Bad. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're about to say, if they went to get a quarterback, the Broncos, it was bad. Doesn't matter.
That's terrible. True. Bad trade.
John Elway fucked over
the
Broncos just because he doesn't want another good. He's not a general manager anymore. Luckily.
Not anymore.
But he fucked him over because he didn't want another quarterback to be as successful as him.
Yeah, Lynch was
I don't know if that's true, but
I believe
Lynch
conspiracy theory. Absolutely,
that is a good conspiracy theory. Lynch is almost as bad as Trubisky when it comes to this stuff. When it comes to
now again, he hasn't had anybody around him, but I didn't like that.
Well, I mean, they were picking 31.
Yeah,
so they went
came
to
off
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, with Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
who didn't do anything to get that A+ in the group project, but yeah, I know. No, Denver has not made good quarterback choices. I don't think Drew Lynch is it either.
Really bad.
Yeah,
the best thing he ever did was sign Peyton Manning.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Yep.
And I don't even think he had to really work for that. I think Peyton wanted to go.
Yeah,
there.
It seemed like he wanted to be there. All right.
Okay, so 12. I need to get to this. 12. This is one of the worst things that ever happened to the Browns. The Browns get Johnny Manziel in 2014. The Browns moved their first round pick, which is 26, a third round pick and a third round pick to Philly for their first round of 22.
Great trade at the time.
At the time, yeah. So to just give a third round pick and swap first to get Johnny Manziel, that's not bad.
I'm going if we're in the moment, like it's what year is this?
2014. I watched this when I watched this draft.
I was excited for Cleveland. I love Johnny football.
Okay. Yeah, when this draft was happening, I was super excited that they did this.
So I do want to say, all right, what they gave up wasn't bad.
Yeah,
to move up wasn't bad.
Yeah,
hated this pick from day one. I was so happy that it failed. I was so happy that he's no longer there. I hated Johnny Manziel before he went into the draft. Then he went into the draft. Then he fucking fuck this guy. I didn't want anything to do with Johnny Manziel.
I love the cockiness.
When the Browns picked him, I was like, Jesus Christ, man! They're picking the sexy pick. They're not making the smart pick. They're doing This
is coming from a fucking Lions fan,
dude. I was so mad when they picked Johnny Manziel. I remember it. I was irate.
I was like, happy. I was dumb. Excited. I like this. This is fun because we're
as a Steelers fan. I was excited for Browns fans because you got the most electrifying kid in college football.
Yeah.
And you've had terrible quarterbacks, so why not take a shot on a kid like that? That's cocky, all the confidence in the world. It was meant for a storybook ending, but then Johnny just screwed it all up.
He just fucked it all up. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I think we can stop there.
Our draft.
Yeah, I think we can stop there.
This week's draft. Oh,
baby.
Cleveland.
In Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And when this goes live, it'll actually be the day after the first round. So
so we won't know. You're gonna watch this, and we're not gonna discuss anything of the draft. But
so when all my hot takes come true, you guys are gonna be like, God, that Nick guy is so smart.
He is.
Nick, we already went over
motherfucker in the world.
Nick, we already went over our top 10.
I wish I would have written that down. I feel like a fucking moron for not writing it down.
It's you can just watch it. It's out there. So what we're gonna do is
put some effort into it.
I know.
What I want to do is I want to talk about Browns, Steelers, Lions, and then Nick, we'll let you halfways go through. Like we'll go through the top 10 picks with you.
Okay.
And let you kind of pick and see what we have, because I mean it's 2 days away.
Yeah. So excited.
So we can go back and look and to see who is the most closest for.
Hey, I like it.
Out of us three.
Yeah.
All right. So for the Lions, Kenny, you tagged me in a tweet about Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah.
Dan the man.
And he was saying, don't be stupid. Don't pick the sexy pick. How many teams have done that and failed and all this shit, right? It's very hard to accept at 7.
I want to push the button.
It's because my battery died. Offensive lineman. It's very hard when you're like, there's so many playmakers. But I will tell you this. You don't think people look up their schedules before they make it? How about this, Dan Orlovsky? Since 2010, the amount of Lions day 1 and 2 picks spent on each position: offensive line 8, wide receiver 3.
Yeah, because you had Calvin Johnson for most of that.
That's one guy. Matter.
Everyone wants to worry about the Lions drafting it hasn't been a problem for the longest time.
I told you on the previous episode, I got a feeling the Lions are going to take an Alabama receiver at 7. It's going to be Devontae Smith or it's going to be Jalen Waddle.
Well, you're here soon. You're going to have to pick.
Yeah.
But I also read another rumor, tweet, whatever. All these are rumors. Is people close to MCDC are very confident that he will not pick a wide receiver at 7. If he trades back, possibly he'll pick a wide receiver in the first round. If he stays at 7, he doesn't. But sure, he might. But what they're saying is at 7, there's very limited chance.
Who knows? I mean, like that's the thing that annoys me is if you have a top 10 pick, you're more than likely going to get a franchise altering player, either in the good or the bad. So you're going to take a chance. You're going to take the sexy pick on 1 through 10.
What happened?
The same reason the Lions took all those receivers when they did. The same reason they took Carlos Rogers back in the day for Michigan State, because he had the numbers.
Carlos,
he was
Charles.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles Rogers. Okay.
He gets 13 touchdowns. You know, remember that Madden commercial? No, but
I love that guy.
Yeah, no,
he was awful.
He was a sexy pick though. I mean, because they needed a wide receiver, they needed that, and I mean, if you're in the top 10, you take the sexy pick. You don't take the pick that's best suits your team. Your team is silly. Shit. Your team is shit anyway. One person is not gonna turn your franchise, because like Calvin Johnson played on the 0-16 Lions, did he not?
Yeah, it was his first.
Okay,
year.
Calvin Johnson's one of the greatest NFL receivers to ever play. So obviously, one guy's not going to make a difference.
No,
you know,
that's
right?
That's why. Yeah, so you go with the not sexy pick.
No,
because you just made an argument for not picking the sexy pick.
Okay, but they took Calvin, and then 2 years later they took another sexy pick in Matthew Stafford. I think that turned out pretty good, did it not?
That wasn't a sexy pick. That was
how was it not? It was
that was the Trevor Lawrence.
The sexy pick is a no-brainer pick.
Oh, come on now.
If you're in the top 10, you look at your draft board.
Stafford is a generational talent, damn it.
Okay,
and he's just and the Rams are going to absolutely destroy.
Bring that down a peg. Let's bring it down a peg.
Generational
talent.
Okay, Mister Who thinks Baker Mayfield is a fucking god. You just chill the fuck out. That's Matthew Stafford buries Baker Mayfield into the freaking ground when it comes to his quarterback.
Stafford on the Browns last year.
How many yards has Stafford thrown for? You just keep going backwards, because I will bury Baker into the ground, because I don't think he's that freaking great. I don't give a shit if he beat my team 3 times last year. I don't care. I don't care if we never beat him again. I don't think Browns aren't going to win a Super Bowl if Baker Mayfield's quarterback.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Why? Because he's not that good. He's inconsistent. He's not that good.
I'm gonna have to pull up fucking stats out for Baker.
Oh my god, pull him up.
He was very consistent at the end of the year. I'll give him that. That's what I like about him.
He's consistently
fucking
okay.
Christ, this motherfucker in 2020 last year, completion percentage 62.8%, 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns,
3,500 yards.
3,500?
Not good.
3,500.
That's okay.
He threw 38 his first year. 3,500 is not good.
It's worse
about
than
average. Interceptions.
So 8 interceptions. He threw for less as a second year, third year, whatever, as a rookie.
But he also threw. He also threw.
So you proved already that he's getting worse the older he gets. So 13, I don't need
13 less interceptions. His QB rating was 95.9.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. He also his quarterback rating got better because why? Who did they sign recently as a running back?
Chubb or
Hunt to go along with Nick Chubb. So they had 1, 2 running backs that were pretty freaking good.
That's the only reason in the fucking league.
Okay, I don't know about that, but
I know about that.
But that's why Baker got better, is because he had 2 consistent running backs. But okay, whatever. Hey, Browns will never win a Super Bowl. Hot take again. Okay, I'm just throwing them out here again.
The best line. The best line.
Never win a Super Bowl with Baker
Best
Mayfield.
line in the league. OBJ, Hollywood, fucking Chubb. They got fucking Hunt.
OBJ did really good for you guys last year.
Yeah, he played like 1 game.
Yeah.
How many Super Bowls? How many Super Bowls you won with this great team? 0. Keep your mouth shut until you win.
How many playoff games we won though?
That's all I'm saying is 1. I don't care. Just keep your mouth shut until you win it.
Why? Why should I keep my mouth shut until I win it?
You can't have expectations to win if you've never freaking won it.
We are winning the Super Bowl this year.
No way.
What do you mean no way?
2 hot takes.
No way.
2 hot takes right here.
The Super Bowl this fucking year.
This is the year. The year of the Browns.
Right. You're not going to win it with Jadeveon Clowney on your freaking defense.
Nope. There it is.
Garbage.
Miles Garrett?
Yeah,
Clowney?
Yeah, Garrett, great player. Clowney,
you're fucking crazy. Do your top 10, you piece of shit.
Yeah, let's pull it up for him. Can you share? You want to share it?
I'll do
the top 10
right,
there.
So obviously, Jacksonville is number 1.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
obviously.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah, New York
and
Jets.
And you can say if you think someone's going to trade out, but it'd be. I mean,
New York Jets at number 2.
I would go. I think they're going to go Wilson, right? Zach Wilson.
Yep. Yeah, Zach Wilson. Those are pretty much the two consensus. Like everybody knows those two are going to happen. Where it really gets fun is San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk from San Francisco.
I think the smart pick. I know what it is in my heart. The smart pick, which would be whatchamacallit, Justin Fields. I don't think they'll go that way. I think the San Francisco 49ers are 3 take Mac Jones.
Okay, so
Kyle Shanahan.
It's not even Justin Fields isn't even in the talks right now.
There have been talks. They have been talks that Kyle Shanahan loves Mac Jones for some reason. That's mean, but they love
game manager.
And the personnel department loves Trey Lance.
Yep.
So we'll see what actually happens. I think that as much as I don't want to admit this, I think they actually do go Mac Jones here.
Yep, Mac Jones at 3. Absolutely.
But I think Kyle Shanahan is gonna I think he's going to overrule the personnel department.
I think him and Lynch are on the same. I think him and Lynch are on the same page.
I'll tell you what, if he overrules and it doesn't work out, that's a good way to get yourself fired.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, number 4.
Atlanta. They might trade out. I'm not gonna do any trades. I'm just gonna pick it as they take it. I would go I think they know they're gonna trade Julio. So I think they go Jamar Chase. LSU.
That is a crazy pick.
Because I like
the
Kyle
need
Pitts.
Instantly goes up.
I like Kyle Pitts, but they know they're going to have to trade Julio. So now I like Calvin Ridley. I think he's a stud. I think I'm going to go with my gut and go Jamar Chase just because I think he's the best after reception receiver in the draft. But I also think they could go quarterback here. I also think Justin Fields could be a pick at 4, but I'm going to go with Jamar Chase. Go with my gut here. I'm going to go with Jamar Chase, knowing that they're going to trade Julio at some point.
Lock it in.
Okay, so number 5 is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh man, okay. I'm gonna go with my gut again, and hopefully the Sewell out of freaking Oregon. Yeah. If they don't take him, they're a freaking idiot.
Well, there's another guy that's also
there's another offensive line.
Slater.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All I'm saying here is that they need to take a lineman. They need to protect.
Absolutely.
Burrow. For the love of God, please just protect Burrow. I don't know. I'm not even a freaking Bengals fan, but just please protect Burrow.
Yeah. I mean, he's fantastic. I can't wait for him to get a team around him.
Yeah. Number 6 is the Miami Dolphins. I feel like I said that weird. Miami Dolphins.
Dolphins. Give me Pitts here. I think Pitts goes here.
Pitts. Okay.
Pitts goes to Miami.
Number 7, the Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions.
Whoa. Let's calm down on that D, though.
Jalen Waddle. I'm sticking with it. I still think they take Waddle. Even though Smith is available, I still think they take Waddle.
All right.
He's tired of the bullshit measurables.
I don't care about Devontae Smith.
Fuck the fact that he's 5'7" and
he could be
130 pounds.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that stirs teams away from him early on.
Not Smith, Adam or Devontae, or not Devontae. Adam.
And you talk about character, right? With the new head coach, And I think Waddle showed that in the national championship game.
I think that would go a long ways.
Wasn't supposed to play. Came into the game and had some pretty good numbers. Toughed it out.
I think that's going to speak volumes for MCDC. Really will.
Yeah, because he's talked about, like you said, he wants a character team. We know Micah Parsons isn't that guy when it comes to that. So
I mean, people don't seem not to give a shit, but
I'll go Waddle.
Yeah,
Waddle.
It might not be it's a crazy weird pick, but I don't know. I like Waddle more than I like Smith.
A lot of people are going that way, and I don't know. I guess I didn't watch enough of a Waddle.
Smith will end up fucking falling to Kansas City, and they'll have two cheetahs on their team.
Cheetahs. Carolina Panthers at 8.
Carolina Panthers at 8. Now, receiving core is okay. They
have two 1,000-yard receivers.
Yeah.
Right. They have McCaffrey, who what did he do last year? What happened to McCaffrey last year? Hurt, right?
He's hurt, yeah.
So what do they want to do? They want to protect those assets. Give me Slater from Northwestern, offensive lineman on Northwestern. I think that's a smart pick for Carolina.
It is a smart pick unless they want to address defense, but defense early, I don't think it's going to happen.
There's not really a defender this year that
really isn't
top 10.
Yep.
Well, there is one.
There's Farley. Farley's really good. And Casey or JC Horn too. He's really good.
Sutton. Yeah, Sutton. All right, next.
The Denver Broncos at 9.
Yeah, 2 top offensive linemen are gone. Do they go defense? Do they go Justin Fields?
I think Denver's in love with Drew Lock, so I'll take Devontae Smith here at 9.
Devontae Smith.
I think they take a playmaker. They have
Emmanuel Sanders.
They got Cortland Sutton, who got hurt and was on and off again, who I think can be a good receiver in the NFL. I think they'll go Devontae Smith, give him a slot outside threat playmaker to go with there. And he's probably going to be their top guy on the board. Unless they're thinking defense, but which it could be Parsons there, but I'll go Smith. I think Smith put up way too gaudy in numbers. He's very intriguing at that number.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad for him. I give Drew Lock someone to,
Yeah, it gives him another weapon. I mean,
yeah,
absolutely.
And then rounding out the top 10, the Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. I was I didn't trade. So I think 4 is an absolute option for Dallas to trade up to with Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take no trade into my my theory here. And it's not just going on no trade theories. I think at 10, Dallas. What big news just came out of Dallas? Who just retired?
Oh,
Sean Lee.
John Lee, yeah.
Sean Lee. So give me Micah Parsons at 10.
Ooh.
They need
that wouldn't be a problem for them.
They have offensive weapons.
I agree. I think they go defense.
That would be huge.
They have Zeke, and Micah Parsons is the best defensive prospect in the draft, hands down. There's nobody even close, maybe besides Surtain. There's no really great edge rusher in the draft. I mean, so I think if it all pans out the way I'm thinking, I would say Parsons.
Huge. I mean,
at 10.
That's a big jump too, because I mean, obviously it becomes a need now that he has retired, but before he retired, I mean, their defense needed help anyways, but they were going secondary everywhere I looked.
And they have Van Der Esch, the kid from Boise State, who was good. He got hurt again. So
their linebackers
are hurt. Linebackers are hurt. Sean Lee's been hurt all the time his whole career.
All the freaking time.
If Sean Lee wasn't hurt, he might be one of the he might be a Hall of Famer if he didn't get hurt.
I could see that if he was able to play every game or more games
for sure.
So I'll go. Yeah, give me.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Now we didn't. We did ours.
Right.
Pre Sean Lee retiring, but we'll see. We'll have to watch it.
Find it.
Yeah, we'll make a list of everything and see how absolutely awful we are.
I'm gonna be 100%.
No, you're not.
Chalk it up.
Yep, and Steelers are taking Najee Harris at 22.
Get into it. We'll get into it. So
24, whatever.
The Steelers are at 24, not 22.
24.
But I like Najee Harris.
There's 2 picks for Pittsburgh at 24. It's either Najee Harris.
Okay.
No.
You don't like ETN?
Nope. I like ETN, but I don't think he's the pick. I think it's either Najee Harris or it's Kyle Trask out of Florida.
Oh, you think?
I think those are your 2 picks.
But he could be what are you guys picking in the second round?
Same spot we are.
Yeah, first 48.
Round. Yeah.
He's not going to be there in the second round.
You don't think
he's going to be gone? No.
Trask makes more sense. Najee Harris doesn't make much sense.
How does Najee Harris not make sense?
How does that make sense?
Because they don't have a good enough line. It doesn't matter. Their line isn't good.
Okay,
yeah,
so
but
Saquon Barkley,
who's blocking for Najee Harris?
Saquon Barkley.
Who's blocking for Saquon Barkley?
Yeah, is running through
where was he last year?
Holes. Who cares if he's hurt? The boy gets hurt.
Why did he get hurt?
Because
no one's blocking for him.
Because he's a downhill runner and he just puts his whole body into a take someone out.
Downhill runner. Najee Harris is shifty. Now he learned that he got shifty last year.
Najee Harris would be a good pick for them. I agree. They have the wide receivers.
Disagree on that.
Big Ben is on his way out, but you can get a quarterback in the second round. I don't want to hear about this bullshit about fucking Kyle Trask not being there. Here's the thing. Third round.
Kyle Trask could be there in the second round. If he's there when they pick at 40, whatever, obviously you take him.
Yeah.
But you also got to think there's one factor to that pick. Who's the backup in Pittsburgh now?
Fuck if I know. Who cares?
It's
he used to play for the Washington football team. He was an Ohio State Buckeye.
Oh yeah, Cordell Jones.
Oh my God, Kenny. Dwayne Haskins.
Oh, Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, my
bad. He's not even in the NFL. I don't think.
Cordell Jones playing in Canada.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping. Leave me alone.
Dwayne Haskins is the backup, so he's on a 1-year deal.
Cool. He's got a really good work ethic, I hear.
I think that they sign him to that 1-year deal. Be like, hey, you're going to be the backup. If Ben gets hurt, you do your thing. But if they like him enough, he's the future. They see him as could be the potential future quarterback. So I could think if Najee Harris, I like Kyle Trask is just in the back of my mind. I don't know why, but I just think he fits the bill for a Steelers type of quarterback, where he's consistent. He's got a pretty good arm.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put playmakers around him, which Pittsburgh is traditionally pretty good at drafting the right guys to put around your
you
team.
you find receivers like it's your job. I mean,
right.
Like it's
for sure.
And so
it is insane on that.
I could see him taking Trask, let him sit behind a year of Big Ben, but I also see Dwayne Haskins sitting there who a year, learning from Tomlin and Ben and all those guys could benefit. So I see him taking Harris, but I'm hoping it's Harris. I absolutely hoping it's Najee Harris.
I think Najee Harris at 24 is a good pick for them.
Browns.
Okay, so big thing for Browns Twitter lately is we are all hating on us taking a linebacker in the first round, and I don't understand. Like,
what else do you need?
Well, we need.
I told you last episode who the Browns are taking.
I don't pay attention to what you say.
Yeah, you say a lot of dumb shit.
He's gonna be a man from UM. Go Blue. Hail to the victor.
Yeah,
Quinny Pay will be a Brown. He is an edge rusher who listen to me. He has great ability and talent to be an edge rusher. Michigan misused him and put him in pass coverage all the time. And I'm telling you, if you put him behind those two with Garrett and Clowney or wherever the hell they're playing, he's gonna. I think Quinny Pay's pick for the Browns. I think that's a safe pick too, because Quinny Pay's a big dude. He's athletic. He's consistent. He got hurt last year, and it wasn't really a big injury. It was just kind of like a nagging injury, so he didn't really play the whole year for Michigan. So he's got a lot of wiggle room left in that shelf life for an NFL player. So I like Quinny Pay for your boys. A little bias in it, but I like him.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little bias is exactly right. Quiddy Pay is I don't know. I have a hard time saying nice things about Michigan players, but it's gonna be defense. If it's the defensive line, then it's obviously an okay pick. We did so much for our secondary this off season that I don't think you waste a first round pick. We could take another corner, but I don't think there's another corner that's worth it. That's going to be available, because obviously there's Newsome, and there is
you got Surtain, but he'll be gone.
He'll be gone. JC Horn will be gone. Farley will so like there's no first round talent that's going to fall that far for a cornerback. So if Quiddy Pay's there, sure, why not? If I can never say Azizi from Georgia. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. Like I said, there's too many vowels. You don't need those many vowels.
Yeah.
He's an outside linebacker from Georgia. I can take him. If somehow Micah Parsons falls all the way down that far, I'll take him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna fall that far.
He's not gonna fall that far. You're absolutely right. He's not.
If I'm Cleveland, what pick are they?
26.
Yeah, you just take the best available.
I think so.
Whoever's on your board, whoever your rankings are, you just take the best, because
when was the last time we picked this low? Maybe 2010. Maybe. Because 2010 we won we had Derek Anderson. We went 10-6, and I think we went to the playoffs. We did win. So yeah, that's my thing. If there's a good linebacker available at that time, take him. But if not, just take the best available, and more likely it'll be a defensive lineman at that point.
I don't know who your fucking GM is, but he has been destroying it. So
Andrew Berry,
I would just
he is
let Andrew Berry do what he does, man.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean? He's amazing. He's destroyed it. So
yeah.
Azeez Ojulari is who you're thinking of.
That's who it is. Yeah, that's who it is. I don't know how you know how to say that fucking name. That is just
it's just simple reading and pronunciation.
Sounding it out.
Yeah.
There's no sounding it out. I'm gonna find him. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna find him. Okay, Azeez Ojulari. Ojulari?
Oh, Derek, it's Ojulari.
I would have had no idea. Ojulari. But I just like saying Kenny's an idiot.
Kenny can't speak names.
Obviously.
Because names are hard. Clearly. Because people are fucking idiots. Names are hard because people are fucking idiots.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it. I think we're good.
I was gonna say the second round, third round. That's just gonna be best available.
Browns are boring this year, man. Luckily for you guys, Steelers are usually boring. Lucky for you.
Typical draft.
This is not a typical draft for me. I'm not sitting.
I will just keep.
What quarterback are they gonna take?
Yeah.
I will just keep. I will keep on this podcast strictly just because that way we have an exciting draft pick amongst us,
dude. All right. So
even if we're not 7, we might be 12 next year.
Okay. I'm gonna try my hardest to get this out Thursday morning. I want this to go out before the draft.
I'm trying to think of the last time. I mean, Pittsburgh picked Devin Bush at like 10, but they traded up for him.
Yeah,
that was exciting. That was cool.
I loved it. I mean, obviously, Michigan fan. I love. nothing better than getting your own team's your favorite player from your own team to go to your favorite NFL team. I mean, you can't beat that. But
okay. So before we actually end this, I wanted to talk about the whole Justin Fields in New England thing.
It'd be a great fit.
Yeah. So New England. So there's been rumors that New England is trying to move up into the top 10 to get Justin Fields. But if they don't, so obviously 10 is going to be Dallas. It is the Giants, the Eagles, the Chargers, and the Vikings are 11 through 14. Do you think that any one of these guys takes a quarterback?
Okay, go Giants, no. Vikings, no. Go, who else?
Eagles?
Yeah, Vikings, maybe. Eagles, no.
Eagles, Chargers.
They're riding Hurts.
I think, yeah, but I also think they would consider it.
I don't think so.
Eagles would be the only ones that would be like, let's fucking do it.
That's true.
That's my only thing. Like, they're the only ones that would consider. No, Chargers, absolutely not. Herbert.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. You're set. Hopefully.
Yeah. So my thing is I've been saying this. Oh, I don't know. Ever since the whole Justin Fields talk started, that if he doesn't go 3 to San Francisco, I want him to fall. I do not want him to go to some shit team for no fucking reason and just fucking
goes to a shit team.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
But see, here's the thing. I could see Fields going 4 to Atlanta.
It would be nuts, man. If Atlanta comes out and picks him, that'd be crazy.
I'm excited. I think this year has the chance to be the most exciting
because Matt Ryan's old. Matt Ryan's old news.
But I mean, you could get at least 2 more years out of him. You know what I mean?
But it's like it would make sense.
Listen, it would make sense. It would make sense, even if it was pick him now, set him for 2 years, let him develop, and then play him. It makes sense. Yeah. But I just don't know. I just don't
because you're really not planning on drafting at 4 again.
No,
that's the whole plan. So when you're at 4, you take it.
I think Fields.
I could see it. That'd be great.
Yeah, but I just think it's. Who do you like? Do you think that Dallas would move out of 10?
Absolutely. I mean, unless they're set in stone on Micah Parsons at 10,
they might get him at 15.
But like, that's the thing is how far do they got? I mean, what's
because everything I've seen. Yeah, because everything I've seen is the Lions trading back to 15 and still getting Parsons.
Right. So I mean, it just depends on what they think the teams behind them need. Yep. If they don't think those teams are going defense, especially if it pans out the way it could with all these quarterbacks going, there's going to be a lot of playmakers available. There's like a lot of great.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I think this year is going to be fantastic. I'm looking.
It's going to be
trades.
good TV.
I'm looking
to be good TV. Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm going to be in Columbus, in a casino, watching it.
I will be sitting right here in this very room in this exact spot.
Just so everyone knows, I'll go ahead and do my Lions Day draft. Just give me 1 second. We'll do different takes here. Okay, there's one.
Okay.
The other one is. The other one is. There's one that goes. Who? I can't think of any others, but I mean that's a good start.
Right. Motherfucker.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Walking around like
that's a typical Browns fan reaction.
Holding up a fucking.
I don't think that's gonna happen this year. I
mean, you can't really. I mean, it's hard to mess up a pick at whatever you guys
26.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I will say this.
Literally, just take best available at that point.
I was really pissed when we picked Ebron. That turned out to be correct.
Ebron's great. I love Ebron.
Fuck Ebron. This podcast stands on that.
I disagree. I love Ebron.
One of the things where I went like this, where I went, who? Oh, okay, I get Frank Ragnow, and that guy's a freaking tank. Frank the Tank, man, he is amazing. So sometimes non-sexy picks are the good ones.
There was a Steelers pick not that long ago. Well, it was like 10, 15 years ago. I forget what it was. I just remember hearing the name and I'm thinking, who the hell is this guy?
My
Lawrence Timmons out of Florida State. who's like a great.
Oh, you're talking to one that turned out good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like and with the
because my
20th,
first
whatever pick, the Steelers picked Lawrence Timmons, linebacker out of Florida State. I'm just like, who the fuck is Lawrence Timmons?
Who the fuck is this?
And you know what the funny thing is? The only pick I've really ever been excited for that I can remember for Pittsburgh is when they picked Jarvis Jones out of Georgia, an edge rusher, and we know how that turned out.
Yeah. Well, you were excited about Devin Bush as well.
Stop getting excited.
Yeah. But if I'm not excited about it, like it's
well, the first one where I was like for the Steelers, where I was like, who was Artie Burns?
Yeah,
I was just like
Artie Burns. He lived up to that freaking name. Put him in man-to-man. He got burnt all freaking day. Dude could play zone coverage all day, but Artie Burns.
That was the first one where I was just like, who the fuck is that? But also, not only did I say, who the fuck is that? I also thought, guy's going to be fucking amazing. That's what I just expect. You know what I mean?
With a name like Artie
he didn't
Burns,
turn out that way, but
I mean, okay, but you can't play defense. You can't play defensive back with the last name Burns.
I get it.
Yeah, that is a rough one.
All right,
this
is a good episode.
Yeah, Nick has got some
horrible takes.
Horrible takes.
Horrible hot takes.
But great content. Horrible takes, but great content.
We really paid to have better content.
Easy there, Skip Bayless. Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
It ain't that bad yet. I'll get there though. I'll get there.
I'll get there. So I will understand why they do what they do here very soon.
Yeah, when I start getting paid, I'll understand.
He's got the Colin Coward fucking Baker ideas.
Hey, when the Browns take Quinnipiac and the Lions take freaking Waddle, you guys are just gonna be like, oh shit, he might actually know what he's talking about.
And then when that doesn't happen, when we come back to reality and that doesn't happen, then
I'm excited for it. So
if the Falcons take Jamar Chase at 4, I'm gonna look like a freaking genius.
They're not. They're either trading out or taking Pitts.
But that's the beauty of this, guys. We're not getting paid. We can say whatever the hell we want.
That's right. Not affiliated.
The funny thing is you guys maybe bring up the top 10 as I was thinking about that today. Just out of nowhere. I didn't even have any plans on coming on tonight. And then Kenny was just like last second, hey, I know it's last second, but you want to come
on? Yeah, it works. Us three works, that's for sure. So
yeah, these have been a lot of fun. Well, Derek, do your whole little thing you want to do.
Yeah. Well, so I already said it, but I'll say it again. Fuck Ebron. Fuck ESPN.
Yes.
And also, the Rams put out a commercial from their beach house. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So Rebel Wilson was walking through, and then they had a bunch of. They had
wait, hold on. Are you serious about this? It was
terrible.
Absolutely. You haven't seen this?
I haven't seen this. I thought you were gonna make a fat joke like a whale was on the beach and it was fucking
You said Rebel Wilson. I don't want to watch it.
So this is 100% true. Rebel Wilson was walking through the house. They had the coach. They had Les Snead.
Yeah,
that's his name.
Yep.
GM. They had a bunch of players. She was just going through and talking about, and then at the very end, some fat guy called her on the phone and FaceTimed her. It was odd.
Was it Stafford?
It was Matthew Stafford. I'm just kidding. Love you, Staffy.
Oh my god, ridiculous!
But that was all true. Everything was true except for that he was obviously
fat.
Yeah.
Cleveland won 7-4.
Yeah, 7-4.
Oh,
yeah, that's amazing.
Okay. Yeah, Fremio Reyes hit a 452 foot bomb tonight. Yeah, I was listening to the man Tommy Hamilton call the game tonight.
Oh my god, I want to end this fucking podcast, but now I have to talk about fucking Titus or Tatis. How do you say his last name? Francisco Tatis Jr. Right? Am I saying that right?
You
Tatis.
Idiot!
There it is.
Jesus
Tatis.
Christ.
What are you talking?
I fucking love him.
Fernando Tatis is the greatest thing to happen to baseball in like a long time.
And ever since steroids, he's the best thing to happen to baseball since steroids.
Dude's cocky.
He is electric. He is my new favorite player. I will have a Padres jersey probably within the next month.
Number 23, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yes, he hit two back-to-back, or he hit two home run games back-to-back against both Cy Young two Cy Young pitchers. And
he also hit he hit 2 home runs in a game. 10 years, I think it was 10 years, or I forget how many years it was, to the exact day that his father, Fernando Tatis Sr., hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning.
Yeah. It is crazy. This
Derek,
dude is
okay, Derek. I don't care if you hate baseball, but it's so easy to be romantic about baseball. It's so easy. Like Bo Bichette, all right, his dad Dante Bichette.
No, I'm sorry, you messed up. It's Boba Fett.
No, Bo Bichette, which is probably maybe where he got his name from. But Bo Bichette, who plays for the Toronto Blue Jays, was in Boston, hit a home run out of Fenway Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forget how many years. It was right in front of the gym. His dad used to play for the Red Sox, or didn't play. Yeah, he played for the Red Sox. He met his future wife, Bo's mom, in a gym across the street from Fenway that he worked out in, and Bo hit a home run and it landed right in front of that gym.
Right in front of that gym.
You cannot baseball. You can't.
That is
baseball
crazy.
Is so romantic.
Yeah.
You know what's crazier about that?
You don't care.
Is I would rather watch the Lions from the 50-yard line, front row behind their bench, lose to the Green Bay Packers week 17 at home when everything is on the line.
To miss the playoffs.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
I'm serious.
You would watch anything else besides the Lions lose to the Packers.
But what I'm saying is like,
you're full of shit.
If I have to choose between watching any baseball game,
right,
or any NFL game, even the worst one I can think of, I'm choosing NFL.
Okay.
Take the greatest MLB game ever. I'm watching the worst NFL game.
Unfortunately, Game 7 of the 2016 World Series is pretty good. Even though that came out bad for the Indians fans, but
maybe.
Dude,
I hear from time to time that baseball's still going on.
If Derek was with me when Rajai Davis hit that home run to tie it up in the 8th inning, he would have been jumping up with me.
Oh
no, you would have been jumping up with me.
It was electric.
I woke my wife up screaming and yelling, "He did it! We're tied! Here we go!" And then the worst rain delay in the history of sports happens.
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's another.
I didn't bring up baseball to bring that up. Okay,
that's for another day.
Yeah, you brought up Tito.
Fernando
Tonto.
Kenny, how can you host a sports show?
Because I fucking suck at names?
Oh my god.
Because I fucking suck at names. Leave me alone.
Yeah, so maybe you should just leave that up to somebody else.
You brought up Tatas.
Just send me a message and say, "Hey, Nick, pronounce this name for me, introduce him, and then we'll talk about my favorite guy."
Yeah, he'll still mess it up even after.
I'll still mess it up. Okay, I forgot how to say his name already.
Fernando Tatis.
Fernando Tacos.
I'm starting to get a headache. All right, let's end this. I'm starting to get a headache. Tacos. I can't deal with Kenny anymore tonight.
All right, so that is the latest episode of the KD Sports Talk.
KND Sports.
KND.
Do I need to make some new logos?
I brought this up to Derek at lunch on Saturday.
Do I need to make new logos?
Maybe. KND. Perfect.
I think that this is breaking news. I think we're gonna add a third person to this. Yeah. So okay, so this is the end of the first episode of the KND Sports Talk. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, comment, tell us what you think your over-unders for the South Divisions are going to be this year. Let's just start there.
Yeah, for
something easy. I mean, it's not hard. It takes 30 seconds.
See that I'm more right on the top 10.
With the new branding KND, can we just be all happy that Derek's name is last? Let's just throw that out there.
We can call it that. Yeah. I mean, it's always
very exciting. As long as Derek's last, I'm okay with anything.
I care about less sports, so it makes sense.
Yeah, right. You should be less.
Yeah,
Derek's one-dimensional. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah, he's got that one thing.
I know my limitations, guys.
He's really good at that one thing.
But we know with Derek, there will be NFL talk year round.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Round. Love it, and we love him for it. So make sure you subscribe, comment, tell us what you think your over-unders for the South Divisions are going to be, and make sure you share it, get it out there.
Give us your top 10. Give us your top 10.
Give us your top 10. Give us your top 10 because it's I'm going to do my best to get this out Thursday morning, so we can have this out before the draft. So yeah, give us your top 10. That just makes sure that I have to do this. I actually have to work. So yay. All right.
You're welcome.
We will have a lot to talk about next week. It's going to be a fantastic show. So make sure you stick around for it. And I guess peace out.
Bye.